Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
Ne Buki. And Kwame, it's a good effort. Like Ibiai can.
Yeah.
Yeah, mubimu into menyebi into you can come and sit here and say the book here useless. I would way. To that extent, one has to respect the effort people like that put into in order to bring some part of our history out there, and I think one should respect it. But let me be honest with you, and I've been reading and listening and things. True, the timing of the release of this book relative to the NDC as a political machinery, going for an election, questions arise. It's a very important question to ask, because Mr. Ahwoi, a very strategic minded person, very intelligent, make no mistake about that. You may have your differences and problems with him, but he's a very intelligent person. Or a sharp mind, so, and maybe some timing. If you need Nyama Church or was signed now, we will be October 2019. But that's very close to an election year. And now here we are with all the COVID-related things, restrictions on the election party campaign and all those things. It's the time this book is made public, and it appears there isn't much a content analysis. Some people are disputing, like Dan. No.
Dan Abudakwi out here, Mayamo.
We issue disclaimer, even though it's as much. One part in be the designation there, no, Masada. I don't think that's a big deal. Those things happen. But there, paired the Nyama was talking about Mrs. Rollins, and that means a lot, it creates a little problem, credibility problem for the book. Umanibu Amasu Aba out. Welcome BB, it adds to the credibility challenges. One of you, I'm the Bishop about Abakan BB.
There's a voter group now.
There's actually coherence in terms of campaign, cohesion relative to the campaign, considering the timing. I'm wondering whether it's positive or negative for the party. I mean, for all you know, be all me there. What can they say? But me personal feelings need to change. Now my an objective analysis of the matter, and then I realized that it's legitimate to ask timing and what is the effect of release of this book. Or it sound controversial even within NDC circles on war party campaign cohesion and coherence in terms of message, war solidarity. It's a very legitimate question to ask. It may or may not create serious problems for them. Then there are aspects of the book. Bookie, I mean, 2-3 days ago, I thought 3. Na me de crash me nyankobi. Na ma me keep 2. Because the corona one day me pen after from me.
Now what one?
Oh, Kwame new to no ringe. You base and
what's the bro?
Okay. Yes, I need cut through mobile money. And they brought us 3. See, I think Kwame can help you on that. But Kwame, there are elements of the book are they are subject to scrutiny, and it worries me. We throw out there MP a black one can be or book him, Atodazi can be or book him. Mr. Ahwoi Nankasa publicly has articulated the same thing. There, Professor Mills refused or failed or both to allow prosecution of MPP. That's a fallacy.
That's a fallacy.
That cannot be true. But they all appear to believe it. And they articulating it. Ablakwa said so. There can Mills Rollins when you have problems.
That's not true.
But look, quite a number of NPP guys
were prosecuted
before the court.
But the Attorney General then Oh yeah, Mrs. Betty.
Yes. Okay.
Also by the course of this year, would have jailed all who was
Kwame, inti hono or unsustainable.
Oh.
The facts, the evidence on the ground in support, unless Obama here, other names are what they call in a mail scandal. But then it even flies in the face of what manifesto pledge, Kwame. They said they would fight corruption. They would deal with corrupt people. In fact, no, a long list.
It's an admission that they failed.
Yeah, and it in a way even attacks the integrity
of
Professor Mills.
They will make the cost of corruption a high price.
It's even unfair.
It questions Professor Mills' commitment.
It is unfair to Professor Mills' memory. That's the point I am making. In the sense, and he's not here. Dead men don't talk. They don't defend themselves. So he's not here even to make an input. The lasting effect is that so all the points that Obaba fight corruption on Nankasa can there or evidence. Prof Nankasa is published. The MPP4 ministers were collecting bribes and kickbacks. Okay, and all this were also marketed to the electorate. That's we win. The position was that no, this is an attack on the man's memory. And his integrity, and it is seen as a light thing in a book of this nature by a great mind like Mr. Ahwoi, and released at this time. Wow. Mommy, the balls need tell your whole story. Oh no, your whole story. You can hear this through. People thought the beer you joke.
But I like the way it's been confirmed now.
Oh yeah.
And you can't what's your boy?
Yeah, Kofi was can be true. And you see, Bid was always quiet.
Yeah.
You see, but in Professor delicate. Kwame, can you imagine? They catch them before out there. Be up to do rape was so the balls move first. The incentive will be totally out of the window. We catch our balls. There is so balls in the mouth.
This is morning show. Morning. Emphasis on morning.
I don't know why incentivize me. When this book confirms why you have been sitting and saying the confess on your true. There are a lot of things in this book. I mean try and rubbish this book because in your so overall it's not a bad book. But Kwame, the running mate, Professor Nana Jane. I'm not sure forward.
And she also did some editing.
Okada is publishable. Interesting. Well, on your party proper. I'm the obey party person after the appointment. Change madam.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe sympathizer.
Yes. Make up card bearing. She was not. She admitted that at the vetting. The card bearing member. It's a beer.
But it didn't make her non-member either. If she didn't bear a card, it didn't mean that she was not a member.
It's important. Well, come on.
Yeah, because at the time
that's why I said sympathizer.
No, sympathizer is fair description. Fair. But you cannot be a member without a membership card.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't be a member.
We have a lot of members without cards.
Sympathizers.
So you are saying that until the person acquires a card.
What's your evidence?
Card bearing. Card
bearing.
Okay, card bearing.
Yeah. On your card bearing.
On your card.
Now, that's also the. So
I won't tell you. Kwamna ni theory. Mankasa no I may care because I used to be so. Ne mini card. Yes. Na me a member. Time what me call disciplinary committee. Cry mini card. When I said I didn't have a card, was it that they didn't bother about that? We were a member. But of course, subsequently I took a card. Into maybe I get them in the debate. But Kwame, it's significant. But no point I made me and then because only membership only too deep rooted. No, it's in a beer. One appreciate the repercussions of this book in terms of timing of its release, not they won't release a cry. Because look, Yamo book him we create a lot of problems within the NDC. Mr. Rollins, wakasa kitikitibi. Nyadama.
Yeah.
Mati de wasanya another one be wo baby. Inti step by step, and also boom on this matter.
Oh, you're there.
I mean, but you see, it's because you're students of history and research. Into for me, my value of this book goes beyond the
exactly.
To be honest, that is just base instincts. And if you so why a little bit of politics and propaganda here and there. Into my mom, Mr. Ahwoi there on release book now at this stage. Into her part, no. Bid, oh child,
Bid.
Me my own normal.
A person friend maybe Sunday or no kana.
Oh no.
No, you are just teasing him.
Me do say I me waka shemeda. Man, no baby, I'm a catcher going. Bid issue disclaimer on this. I would never trust him again.
Well,
This FM 104.3. Who to me, Taki?